Good morning, students. Can you hear me, students? Is
Good
my
morning,
voice is
ma'am.
audible? Okay. Why strength is less? Why only 40 students are there? Why only 40 students? Yes, students, why strength is less? Yes, students, why no response? Why strength is less? Only 45 students are there. Remaining more than 10 students are absent.
Ma'am, we were just waiting 5 minutes, ma'am. I have put message in group.
Okay. Yes, students, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, students, in last class we were seeing about the jQuery. Yes, students, in last class we have seen about jQuery. jQuery, it is lightweight and it has so many plugins. And in jQuery, when you want to develop a jQuery, we use JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. And this jQuery is used to manipulate the DOM. It is jQuery is used to manipulate the DOM. And we have also seen this jQuery is it is open source and it is easy, lightweight, and the coding in jQuery is less compared to the other programming language. In less code only um, you can execute many things. And one more important thing, students, when you want to execute any simple jQuery program also, you need to download the jQuery library. Yes, students, you need to download the jQuery library. That is how to download jQuery library is http :/top jQuery downloading jQuery. So if you have to download the jQuery, otherwise see what when you download the jQuery, here we give a jQuery file, here we give the path, here we give the path. Yes, students, you can see, no? Here we give the path. So after downloading that file, maybe you have stored in a same folder in which folder your program is saved, or you might have saved in the other folder or other drive. Wherever you have stored, you have to give the path of that jQuery file. This is one method. And one more this is one method. One more method is a different method. I'll explain you, students, when I explain the program. So if you are not including the jQuery library, then you cannot execute the jQuery programs. Yes, understanding? If you are not including this jQuery file, jQuery path or jQuery file in the program, then you cannot execute. Yes, as I told, this jQuery is in jQuery we use HTML tag, CSS, and JavaScript. See, these are all the HTML tags, correct? No, these are all the HTML tag, and this is a script tag. This is a JavaScript tag. Using JavaScript tag, we are calling that the source. The source we are giving that JavaScript file, the downloaded jQuery file. The downloaded jQuery file path we are giving students. So when we have seen the introduction about of JavaScript also, we have seen that there are two methods or two ways to include a JavaScript file in the program. One is direct way and the other method is an indirect method. So here the direct method means in the jQuery, in this Java, in the script tag only we write the JavaScript code. The indirect method is in the other folder, the script file, JavaScript file will be there, or JavaScript code will be there, and that we are going to call in this source. Yes, students, we have seen that. We have seen that same thing here also. In jQuery also, we call the in jQuery also we call the, or we give the path of a jQuery file. We give a path of a jQuery file. And here is a simple program. Here is a simple program for jQuery HTML path of jQuery, students. Here we give a path of jQuery and document dot ready function. So ready function, in the ready function, whatever the code you want, you can write here. So here from here the program starts. So here we write the code. This is a simple program. So here the jQuery is embedded in the HTML file. Correct, no? jQuery is embedded in a HTML file. This is HTML file. This is HTML program. By seeing this HTML codes, we can say this is a HTML code, and it has a JavaScript. It has a JavaScript, and this is a jQuery. This is a jQuery. jQuery philosophy. Find the element. Find some element. See here. Yes, students. Here, this is a function. ready function. In function, what we write, students? What action you want to perform? For example, if I write add function. If I write add function, then what is the meaning of that? Means in that add function, I want to add something. It may be integer, or it may be a decimal value, or it may be a string value. Correct, no? So that function shows what you want to do, what action you want to perform. Is it right, students? Are you listening? Are you understanding? Yes, students. Sometimes I get a doubt whether connection is there or not. Yes, students, are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So here in function, what we write, what we want to perform, that we are going to write in the function. Yeah, for example, display function. Means in display function, if you write a addition logic, addition of two numbers or addition of two strings, that is not correct. Logically it is correct, but the way there will be some way to write any program, so it doesn't make a sense when you are when you want to display some information and just you are adding some two numbers and you are not displaying also that maybe you are getting the output. Any new user comes, unknown user comes, then they'll be in a confusion what method name they have given and what action they are performing in the method. So that's why generally we give a suitable method name to the methods. So here add class XYZ. So this is the function, students. So this is the function. So this is the function. Here we have to do something with them. So to do something with them, so this is the function, and this is a jQuery object. This dollar symbol means a jQuery object. Yes, students, what is this? Students, what is this?
HTML program.
Yes, it is a simple HTML program using div tag. Correct now? Using div tag, a simple HTML program. That inside the div tag, I'm paragraph 1, I'm paragraph 2, and outside the div tag, I'm another paragraph. So the container is formed to display two paragraphs, but it will not display as a container. Why? Because still I have not included or I have not mentioned any style. Correct now? Correct now, students?
Yes,
I have taken a div tag. In the div tag, I am displaying two statements. That is, I'm a paragraph 1 and I'm a paragraph 2. After the div tag also, I have some statements. That is, I am another paragraph. So for this third paragraph, there will not be any container, just a line it will display. But here, according to this code, the output difference will not be there. One by one, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and another paragraph, all the three will display. Why? Because here still we have not specified any style, any background. If you specify a background, only then we will come to know that this is a div tag. See here. So this is a jQuery object. Dollar is a jQuery object. So what I have done, so for that jQuery object, I have mentioned some color for this p tag. See what happens, students. Wherever in last class we have seen this dot, div, I forgot where I have saved that PPT. I'm not able to open that PPT. I think if I write like this, you will not, you won't understand it clearly. Yes, students, do you remember in last class I told you ABC? So ABC, wherever ABC classes will be there, to all the classes, those properties will be applied, and div, for all the divisions, those properties will be applied, and this action only for that particular, that property will be applied. So here, students, wait, Akrus, still it is not a complete program. Let me explain step by step. So here, see here, this is a basic program in the div tag, and now we have used a jQuery. jQuery, something I have defined for this p tag, something I have defined for this p tag, and that will be something I have defined for this p tag, and wherever I have used the p tag, the output it will display in the same way. The output it will display in the same way. Now we will see what I have declared for this p. What I have declared for this p. See here, it selects all the paragraph. $p. $p means it selects all the paragraph. See here. Now add a class. Here I have added a class. I have added a class that is red. What we have to do? Red color, the font we have to do. Yes, students, see here. Here, doing something with them. So this we are doing with this, doing something with them. So here we have yes. So here the color of that paragraph, I want to make it red. The color of that paragraph, I want to make it red. See, class red, red, red. So all the paragraph color will become red. What are selectors, students? How many selectors we have seen in CSS? How many selectors we have seen in the CSS? How many CSS we have seen in the one minute, students. Yes, students, here we are seeing how we are appending a or how we are adding a HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Step by step we are seeing. First, a div tag, a paragraph tag. What it was? So it was a HTML tags, correct? Now we want to include a selector. Where we have where we have studied selector, students? Where we have studied selectors?
CSS select.
Yes.
Yes,
CSS. How many types of selectors we have seen? 3 types of selectors we have seen: simple selector, ID selector, and class selector. ID selector and class selector both are almost same. A simple selector is different. Yes, we have seen the examples also, no, students? A simple selector, wherever a simple selector will be applied throughout the body of the program, whereas a class selector and ID selector wherever we call. Yes, students, we have seen, no? If I use like this, if I use like this, h1 color, yes, students, you are able to see the PPT, the font size. Are you able to see? Yes, students, are you able to see the font? So in the simple selector, what we have done, h1 color colon red. Yes, correct, no? So wherever the h1 tag I'm using, everywhere the font color will be red. Yes, students, do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
And the same thing with the class, or with the class selector. If I use the font color, then where OP class name I have given, students, dot OP class name I have given. So wherever, in that case, what happened? So wherever I call this class, only in that place the color of the font will be changed. So that is the difference between the simple selector and the class selector. That is the difference between simple selector and class selector. So here also in JavaScript program also you can use selectors, or you can use CSS, cascading style sheet. So think about your simple CSS file. Yes, students, see here, this is a simple CSS file. Yes, students, you're understanding, no? Any doubt? How you are implementing? See, first HTML tag, now CSS, one by one we are adding to the jQuery program. So this is a header, the margin, you can specify the margin from left, top, right. You can specify, or you can also say the auto margin. By default, whatever the margin will be there, you can specify that also. And the div tag, so for the div tag, the padding value, what is padding value, students? What is padding value? As I told, a div tag, when you use a div tag in the program, it creates a container. Correct, no? It creates a container. Just now when I was explaining simple paragraph 1, paragraph 2, another paragraph, those 3 paragraphs. So paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 1, and another paragraph. So another paragraph was displaying in a after the div tag. Correct, no, students? After the div tag. Why? Because there I have not included another paragraph in div tag. So here what is padding is the space between the content and the border. Correct? No? Do you remember? You can also specify the padding value and the margin value. Yes. Unordered menu, unordered menu, and the list items. See what we are doing here, students. We are specifying the style. Yes. We are mentioning the style. What style? External style. This is an external style sheet. Correct? No? This is the external style sheet. See here the red color items are selectors. Yes. This is ID selector. This is class selector. This is class selector. And this is a div tag. For the header, the margin value, and for the div tag, the margin value and the padding value. And for unordered list, the menu. The menus, when you go to hotel, you will get a menu card. Correct, now students? You'll get a menu card. So the rice items will be in one side. The rice items, the curries, those are unordered list, but they are following a proper listing. One by one they are listing, but sequentially they are not mentioning the numbers. Here the selection, the usage of a selector. This is a jQuery. This is a jQuery object, and here we are calling this we are calling there. Update. This is second selector, update selector. This is third selector, table selector. Here we have a unordered list, and the table with the user list items. See here, students. This is a HTML program. In this HTML program, a div tag is there. For this div tag, the header is called. Means this selector is called. Here we have seen this header we have declared in the external style sheet. Correct now? This header we have declared in the external style sheet. So that we are calling in the HTML program. We are calling in the HTML program. And this is a span tag. Span tag. Why we use span tag? Yes, students. Why
styling the some range of text.
Yes, to highlight a particular text. This we are not using to highlight a entire paragraph or entire line. Somewhere you want to highlight only the necessary the keywords you may want to highlight. So in that situation, in that case we use this span tag. And here the unordered list, the menu item. For the unordered list, the class name is menu. The class name is menu. The list items are username, and you can also give address, date of birth. See, this dot means etc. And the last is a logout button, and here the closing of a unordered list, and here the closing of a div tag. Means here a div is all created, a box or a container is created, or the space is created for this, and Inside that only we have the logo here, and inside the div tag we have the list item, that is username, and the last item is logout. The last item is logout. Here we have some of the filters. So before seeing the filters, students, I want to show you some examples. Yes, students, I told you that there are two ways. When you execute a jQuery program, you need to download a jQuery library. Yes, I told, no, in the PPT I told. That is one way. And the other way is you have to add this path in your program to execute a jQuery. So this is, yeah, here we are calling the online jQuery file. So you need to include this line. If you don't include, then you will not get the output for this jQuery file. So here, this is a script tag. This is a script tag. So till here, it was how we were writing in the JavaScript program. Yes, script type is equal to text slash JavaScript, and here a source is included. In JavaScript also we were including a source file. Why the source file? If the JavaScript program is present in some other folder or some other file, so that time we were giving the file name of that JavaScript file. Students, what is it? Noise. Somebody has unmuted. Huh? Who is that? Please mute yourself. Rahmatullah, where are you? So this is a JavaScript file, script tag. Inside the script tag, we are calling that the library, jQuery library, and here the JavaScript file, a script tag, and from here the jQuery program starts. This is a jQuery object. Dollar symbol is a jQuery object. Here a function. Here a function, and here, students, the color of a font we are mentioning. The color of a font we are mentioning. For what? For the p tag. For the p tag means wherever I have used a p tag, the color of the p tag will become red. The color, see how we are including see, students, is a simple jQuery program. Just I'm changing the color of a font. I'm changing the color of the font. That is color red. So this is for what we have to add a color, that is for p tag. For this p tag. For this p tag, we need to add the color. Better wait. For this p tag, we need to add the color. Now I will run the program, students. You will get an idea. Yes. So this is a simple jQuery program. The color of a text has changed. If I don't include that color jQuery, if I don't include this jQuery, then it will display the 3 paragraphs with the font color black. Why font color black? Because I have not mentioned any style. So using this jQuery, we are specifying the style for that p tag. Style for the p tag. I will change to pink. So this you know already in HTML program we have done this. Here we are appending the jQuery with HTML program. Yes, students, what happened here? What happened here? What is the difference between the previous output and this output?
We specified background for
Yes,
paragraphs.
yes,
Background
yes.
for the paragraph, ma'am.
Yes. Here, the first program, just I changed the color of a font. But the second program, I have not changed. I have specified. I have given the color of color for those three paragraphs. The background color. The background color. See, students, the background color. The background color. I'm not changing the font color, students. So that's why the font color is black only. Just I'm changing the background color. Just I'm changing the background color. Yes, students, this is one more example. See here, this is a JavaScript. Sorry, this is a jQuery line. jQuery line, that is function. Here, I have taken the click. I have taken the click. So we have, I want to click the, I want to click. And one thing you observe, students, here I have not taken any button here. Yes, can you see any button here in this code? Button ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? This is a p tag. In p tag, I know button there. But here any button tag, students? Input tag. Generally in the input tag only we use button. Correct, no? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Button is not there. But here I'm using a click function. When I click, then what action? This should hide. This means only that particular or only the current line or current file or the current on which data, on the which current data I'm clicking, only that should hide. Only that should hide. So what I have written in the p tag, that is, if you click me, I will disappear. Click click me away and click me too. So what will happen here when you click on these paragraphs? So this function will be called. What is that function? What is that function? Hide function. So what should happen according to this program? When you click on the first paragraph, first p tag, that is first line, then that should hide. When you click on the second, then again second should hide. When you click on the third line, that is click me to, then third should hide. We'll see whether it will happen or not. So this is the output, students. If you click on me, I will disappear. So let me click on this. Yes. So click me away. Yes. Click me too. Why it is disappearing? Yes, why it is disappearing?
Ma'am, we given a hide on a function.
Yes.
Because of hide.
Yes, because of this hide function, because of this hide, then because of this hide, the content will be hided because of this hide method. Yes, students, now you can see one more example. Here I'm using a button. I'm using a button. This is the first example. I mean, this is a previous example. Click function example. Here I have used with a jQuery, I have used a p tag. That P is nothing but a paragraph p tag. But in this next example, I'm using a button. I'm using a button. So again, the same P should hide. P means this paragraph. This paragraph should hide. So here a button tag will run. So this is the previous program output, students. Just a p tags one by one. When you click on the paragraphs or the lines, those elements will be hidden. So it will disappear. It will hide. The jQuery 5 program. This is hiding. Sorry. This is heading. This is a heading, and this is a paragraph. This is a paragraph. This is another paragraph. Now what I do? Click me to hide a paragraphs. So now I'll click students. What happened? So the paragraphs are hidden. The same thing I have written in the code. The same thing I have written in the code. Yes, students, one thing you observe here. Here, what I have written P. One thing you observe here. Here, one by one, it is not hiding, students. Both the two paragraphs are. I'll do one thing, students. I will include one more paragraph. Yes, students, only two paragraphs are there now. So please ask. See, one more paragraph I have included. One more paragraph I have included. So when you click on this button, then all the three paragraphs are hiding. But when you see the fourth last program output, when you click on this line, then only that line is hiding. When you click on the first line, only that line is hiding. When you click on this line, anyway it is last line, so that is hiding. Last line, I clicked on last line, so last line it is hidden. But here, when you just click on the button, it is not hiding a one by one. All the paragraphs are hiding. Anybody can tell why? You did not get that doubt?
Button ella paragraph ku kottidira.
Yes, exactly. Yes, correct. See here what is happening here. This I'm using this. This means just now I told only the current line. In last theory class, when I was explaining the PPT, I have told that only the current line. So this, but for this program, this hide is for entire p tag. So if you include another 3-4 paragraphs also in this here, only 2 lines were there. I have included one more line. If you include another 3-4 paragraphs also, another 3-4 paragraphs also, it will hide in one click only. But whereas in the previous example, one by one, wherever you click, one by one it will be hidden. Getting, students? Understood how this jQuery is working? Yes, students, any doubt? Yes, after hiding you can again show. So that you can, that program, again you have to write the one, create one more button, visibility mode. You can make a hidden, instead of hidden you can make a visible, you can show. Yes, students, any doubt? Okay, students, I'll stop here. Yes, one thing I want to discuss with you all. How many of you not submitted your project title? How many of you not submitted your project title? Yes, students, this coming Wednesday when you have lab, no? That day, HOD sir, he wants to know the status of the project. Yes. And how many of you not submitted your assignment? 10th was the last date. No, these three students will get, definitely they'll get 0. Charan, Harshit and Sai Kumar. Why? You three are very busy. Can't you write 6 programs in 6 questions, 6 answers in 10 days? Charan and Harshit and Sai Kumar. Yes, students, are you listening what I'm telling? This Wednesday, HOD sir is going to check your status, your project status. At least you have 2 days time, you start doing the survey. You start, you decide what how many modules you want to include and what are the functionalities you want to include in your project. Say Vannaga, Abhilash, first group, second group, third group, still they have not given the title. 9, 10, 13th group, 16th group. See, many of you have not given the title. When you will give, students? Answer your attendance. 1.
Ma'am, she's present. Mic issue.
If mic issue means, then they can message in the chat box, no? Why everyday mic issue for rule number 26 and 27? Are they really attending?
Yes, ma'am, they are attending.
Okay. 2.
Yes, ma'am.
3.
Yes, ma'am.
4.
Yes, ma'am.
5. 6.
Yes, ma'am.
7.
Present, ma'am.
8.
Yes, ma'am.
9.
Present, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
10. 11.
Yes, ma'am.
12.
Present, ma'am.
13.
Present, ma'am.
Which class you have next? 14.
Ma'am, it is DBMS. I'm already waiting.
Okay, ma'am. Just give me 2 minutes, ma'am. 15.
Yes, ma'am.
16. 16. 17. 18.
Present, ma'am.
19.
Present, ma'am.
Ma'am, 17 present, ma'am. Put in chat box.
20. 21.
Present, ma'am.
22.
Present, ma'am.
23.
Present, ma'am.
24.
Yes, ma'am.
25.
Present, ma'am.
26.
Present, ma'am.
27.
Present, ma'am.
28.
Present, ma'am.
29,
Present, ma'am.
30, 30,
Yes, ma'am.
31,
Present,
31,
ma'am.
32,
Present, ma'am.
33,
Yes, ma'am.
34,
Present, ma'am.
35,
Yes, ma'am.
36,
Present, ma'am.
37,
Yes, ma'am.
38, 38, Raman, 39,
Present, ma'am.
40, Rupak, 41, 42,
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
43,
Present, ma'am.
44, 45,
Present, ma'am.
46,
Present, ma'am.
47,
Present, ma'am.
48,
Present, ma'am.
49,
Present, ma'am.
50,
Present, ma'am.
51,
Present, ma'am.
52, 53,
Present, ma'am.
54,
Present, ma'am.
55,
Present, ma'am.